Welcome back, everyone, to episode 9, I think, of Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks demo. This is going to be a very short episode because it turns out the demo actually ends at the end of October, I think. So we're going to push on, see a few more battles, and then that's it. Alright, so Company E supply contract is now available. Let's see, I think this is 31,000 one. Yeah, so this is, wait a second. Yeah, 31,000. So they want my Mark V Rev A, but all I have is Mark 1s. Now, the demo's ending, so there's pretty much no point in not doing this, but if I'm not mistaken, we have 4. We have 4 of those, and we have 5 of these. And in order of how well those suit those 2 contracts, the answer is my Mark 1 prototype is passable, below average, but passable. The other one is not going to cut it. Unfortunately, the minimum number of tanks they'll take is 6. So we can just do the math right here. If we lose 2 reputation per tank and 21,000, then it does not suit us at all. To do to take 2 penalties, to take a penalty of 2. We could take a penalty of 1, but they probably won't accept our medium whippet Rev B. Actually, surprisingly, it has a 76, but the thing is, the competitor, the ding dong competitor, has that 70 to 95. I still don't know how this beat my girl, never live it down. So we're gonna have to let that contract go. We can just, ooh, a battle? No, just my cursor resting over something. So the movement of the front and all that is pretty fun. It's pretty fun to watch. I just think this game has a lot of good foundations to it. But I'm anxious to see what will happen next. So I know that there's probably going to be an initial development burst. You know, they release the game. People are giving a lot of feedback. To me, the very important thing, and hopefully, I don't know if the developers are watching this series or if they're, aware of anything that I'm doing here, but to me, the best barometer of how successful their development career in this game, how successful the development of this game will be like in 2 months from now, basically at the beginning of 2022. If they really maintain momentum, updating and adding a lot of content. This is just a demo. What we want to see is where is the game? Is it going to be early? If this is a demo, are they planning to do early access? Where is the game going to be? I assume early access. It's just kind of the typical way things are done these days. So I'd like to see the pace of development when they have a non-demo, or I don't know. They're patching the demo. So this is called a demo, but obviously this is the real game right now. It's being patched as we speak. What was I trying to do? What did I just finish? Specialized munitions. So that we must be in the primary. Specialized munitions. Okay, so we got all that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else we want to do here. We can look at secondaries. Expanded feed. Yeah, we definitely want expanded feed. Well, we definitely don't need expanded feed. Nothing is going to come of it, but hey, if we had to do something, let's make it meaningful. Because that one gives you some nice parts. Alright, well, there it is. It's probably that tank battle's done now. So that gave us high capacity pan magazine and a fabric belt. Then we can get the last machine gun. Take 8 days for that one. Hefty chunk of time. Now, I want to reiterate this yet again because I'm a little nervous that the game will correct too much. Now, based on the way the game was becoming more and more was becoming easier and easier after release, I suspect that the developers are a little bit sensitive about making the game too difficult. So that's true to assuage my fears of mentioning this, but I should not be the barometer for how this game is measured in terms of efficiency or performance, because I I min-maxed the crap out of this playthrough. The hours you did not see me spend on off camera, there was many of them. All right, good. Company C, actually no, Company C is not our unit. So you can see it's actually the Chaser WFC. It's kind of cool though. It'd be nice to watch them go along. This battle's probably over with now. So I suspect this will be only like a 10-minute episode or so. Oh, it's still fighting along. So this is another Mark 1 versus LK2 engagement. Of course, I would prefer to have my... there it is, Chaser FC. Wait, where's my Company B? There. I'd much rather have my Mark 5 RFAs. But that's okay. Okay, so let's move on. Machine gun. What? Did I not do expanded feed? I guess I didn't. I guess I did this, but not expanded feed. Yeah. Whoops. Well, it doesn't matter. Alright, good. The battle's concluded. They say 14, but we did not have 14 in that battle, I'm sure of it. Looks like they lock you out of pressing anything while the... Oh, yeah, we have 4. Good luck to us. Where are the tanks in this? Oh, I think it's just the battlefield scroll, the first one. So we had 4 tanks. This is actually literally all 4 of our tanks. One is stopped on the side, the other 3 are coming down the road. There's 1, 2, and 3 left. Here's 1, 2. Okay, well anyways, reconnaissance phase. Let's see how we do. I like our chances against these smaller tanks, of course. And yeah, we get the first shot. How do we do? Alright. Got a kill. So looks like this is going to be another victory for the Mark 1. Which is steadily building reputation as a good tank. Despite that goofy little wheel behind it. So you've only seen total victories. The very interesting thing to me was actually the first tank battle I fought in where it wasn't a total victory. It was basically a stalemate. Okay, so we lost 1 tank and we destroyed 2. This is I would say, an underwhelming performance. Just wasn't enough in it. Alright, 2 more days for the research. Expanded feed. So do we have until the end of November? Or is this it? Just in case this is the last day, let me just take a look at how everything turned out. So we have 3 of 14 remaining there. Yeah, so by the way, I've also heard from the patch notes or from somebody talking about it that there will be mechanisms for the resources to be replenished. I mean, that was kind of always a no-brainer. It was just a matter of time before that was implemented. I never feared. But it'll be interesting to see how they deal with combat losses and replenishing companies. So what I think they ought to do is you should submit more tanks than are being joining the battle. Like, not every single one of these is going to fight on the front. And then, like, the reserve is what you supply with new tanks. But probably it's even different than that. I mean, like, tanks takes a while to ship them over and all that. I mean, I don't know. That can be abstracted away if the game company wants. Anyway, this is going to be a 10-minute episode if this is the last day. And it is. So there it is. Congratulations, you've reached the end of this short demo. If you had a good time with this demo and you want to contribute to the making of a full game, make sure to visit our Kickstarter page and support us. Remember, together we can make this a truly epic game that will tell the story of a tank from a totally new angle. Now, I have to say, I clicked on their Kickstarter. It brought it up. So you can't see this, but I'm always a little bit wary about stretch goals. So I really hope that there's a contained, look at it, it's basically PTSD from Star Citizen, right? So I really hope that there's a contained stretch goal here. I see that 45,000 is Germany joins the fight. So and then USA is in there, and I'm not even sure how this all works because it's supposedly paired with micropros. I mean, it's not supposedly, it is paired with micropros. So what is micropros doing for them? Is it just a name that they are selling their game with? The way I thought that publishers would work is that they would support the development, potentially pay, like give an advance on the sales, so that oh, look at this, it's an interesting design, so that the developer can keep developing. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. That is going to conclude the series, obviously. If you liked this series, this game is actually in some ways, it's similar to Rule the Waves. That's probably like the channel mainstay. Rule the Waves is a game about doing basically this, but with ships, with naval ships. So you might consider checking that game out. I feel like it's a very underrated game. Otherwise, man, I love this kind of game. Can't wait to play more, but there's really nothing more for us to look at for a while. Hit me up. If you see anything, you can send me a tweet on Twitter or Discord. Just go message me. There's a link to my Discord in the video description. Or send a comment on one of these videos if there's been a big patch or something and you don't see any content from me, because I am keen to follow this all the way through development. But I'm going to conclude the video here, so thanks for watching. Stay safe, and until the next series in this case, take care.